Hi, everybody. All right, we are 3 weeks and 1 day post-surgery. It is absolutely gorgeous outside. The sun keeps poking through the trees, but I just wanted to cool off because I was, of course, sweating after putting my makeup on. And wanted to give you an update. As you can see, these are my new eyebrows, which I'm so excited about. I was really upset when I started to lose my eyebrows and did not have fake eyebrows because, microblading's been around forever. And I know many people, which I will not name, that have it. And I kept thinking, why didn't I do this before I lost my eyebrows? But my oncologist said I could get it done. So I made an appointment with someone that was recommended, and it was amazing. It cost me $299 to get the initial full brow, and then I go and get a touch-up in 4 to 6 weeks, or it might be a little bit earlier for me because I have radiation coming up. And then 1 year from now, I get a touch-up, and then apparently you have to do it once a year, and that's all included in my $299, which I was really happy about. The woman that did mine, she is on Groupon, and she matched her Groupon price, even though I didn't have to buy it through Groupon, which I think is super smart. I had a 2-hour appointment, but I was only in there for about an hour and a half total, and that included her drawing everything on to make them symmetrical, and then numbing them for what felt like at least 20 minutes. And then her actually doing the semi-permanent tattooing, which, by the way, I don't think that numb cream did squat. She said I was a true warrior, but holy mother, I thought that sucker was a little painful. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't like getting a tattoo sore, but maybe it's because it's on your eyebrow, and I don't pluck my eyebrows because, 1, I really never had like bushy eyebrows, and 2, I really started to focus on my eyebrows once I lost them. Cooled off really fast out here. It is so gorgeous. Yesterday it was cockamamie, but then it cleared up for us to go trick-or-treating last night, which was awesome. Yes, this is the day after Thanksgiving. So I want to tell you a couple of things that's been going on with me. I've had a couple of appointments since my surgery, and let me tell you the appointments that I've had. So since I had my surgery 3 weeks and 1 day ago, I have met with the breast surgeon, I have met with the plastic surgeon, and I have met with the oncologist. And the breast surgeon appointment went pretty well. No real surprises, except that she mentioned that based on the pathology, I might have to be on 2 pills instead of 1. I didn't really think that was a big deal. I knew I was going to have to go on tamoxifen, which is a hormone suppressant. And so I didn't know what the other pill was, but I just assumed it had something to do with the hormone suppression. Then I met with my plastic surgeon because this girl, not happy with her plastic surgery results. Now, granted, I met with the plastic surgeon 2 weeks after my surgery, and I have a lot of healing to do. But I'm telling you, based on that meeting, and I think Rob would agree, very likely I'm going to have some correction done. And I choose to believe that it's based on how much breast tissue had to be removed and the fact that I didn't know how it was going to heal and so on and so forth. There's not a thing I can do about it now except for wait for it to heal and then try to get it corrected, because one is shaped much differently than the other. And that's just not what you want when you get boobies, which I saw on Instagram as fake boobies. Yeah, so really disappointed with that. I thought that was like my biggest problem. I had 2 drains after my surgery, and both of them are removed, if I haven't already told you guys that. But I think I have the plastic surgeon said I have a lot of fluid left in the breast that had the tumor and the lymph node removed. So there's a lot of fluid in there, and it is totally different size, totally different look. So went to the oncologist on Monday, not suspecting that there was going to be, any real surprises. But there was. So let me try to tell you this, and I'm going to try to do it in a way that makes sense to most people. this is the way that I had to take the information, and according to Shannon, I am still not digesting it properly. So, it is what it is. So I had the tumor in the breast and a cancerous lymph node. When the breast surgeon took out the tumor and took out the lymph node, she relayed to my family that was at the hospital that it all looked like it should look. And that's the breast surgeon's responsibility, as far as I know, to just make sure everything looks the way that it looks. Now, she told me that she also sent in everything for pathology, clearly, and that they were making sure that I was still only ER positive, PR positive, and HER2 negative. And all of that came back the same, ER positive, PR positive, and HER2 negative. But what the oncologist said was that the lymph node did not react as well as they would have liked to the chemo. Therefore, I'm going to have to do a couple of different things. Now, I'm probably not telling you this the way the doctor told me, but this is how I remember it. So she starts going over the tamoxifen, that's the hormone suppressant. And she's like, and since you haven't been on your cycle for 6-7 months, we need to make sure you go an entire year without your cycle, because then you'll be in menopause and then I won't create these hormones either as much as or at all. I don't know what menopause does with hormones. Learning everything new. So then so I start my radiation in like 2 or 3 weeks. I meet with the radiation oncologist on Monday. I don't have that information. I don't have that schedule. I don't know when I start, but I can take the hormone suppressant tamoxifen and do the radiation at the same time. The oncologist thinks I'll be on radiation for about 6 weeks, 5 days a week for 6 weeks. So that takes me through the holidays and into January. Then, did you hear that then? I wasn't ready for the then. Then I have to do some kind of medical ovarian suppressant because, and I don't know what causes this, but something I'm taking or doing can cause ovarian cancer. So they want my ovaries not to work. So there's 2 types of ovarian suppressant. That's either a hysterectomy or a medically induced, and that's these pills that I have to take. So I'm going to have to do that. And I think she said I'm going to have to do that until I have not been on my cycle for a year, and that would take me through April. Then, there's another then. Then I have to take a chemo pill. That's kind of where she lost me. I'm not really sure I was hearing all of the information, but the bottom line is I have to take a chemo pill. So, okay. The chemo pill is different than the chemo infusion. The chemo pill has almost all of the side effects, except for I won't get a steroid shot, and I won't lose my hair, as far as I know. But I got eyebrows, so we're good with that. And you can see that my hair is growing back. All my grays there. It's so dark. Crazy. Anyway, so I don't think I'm going to lose my hair. I'm pretty sure. But nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, appetite loss, mouth sores, something that can happen to the palms of my hands and bottoms of my feet that peel off and sores. I don't know. I mean, it's chemo pill. Well, I don't know. I have to do that for 2 weeks on, 1 week off for 6 to 8 cycles. So 6 times 3 is 24. That's 6 months. No, 6 times 3 is 18. Oh my God, I can't even do math. 6 times 3 is 18. So that's like 4.5 months to 6 months. And I have to have a bone density scan, and I have to have another CAT scan because I found nodules on my lungs when they first did my MRI, but I can't do an MRI because that's too much radiation, so I have to do a CAT scan. I mean, I'm serious. I really should have recorded the conversation because I do not know exactly what she said. But all of this is going to take my treatment into 2020. So remember how I was all excited about 2019 being the only year I had to have treatment? So silly. 2020, gonna happen. But I mean, I feel like if I can have my hair back, I can do all this other stuff. It's not like I don't have a great support system. I mean, it's not. So Yeah. Yeah. So I just want to make sure everybody knows what's happening because, people are going by my original plan and they're like, yay, you're almost done. You're 2/3 of the way done. This is so exciting. And I'm not 2/3 of the way done. I'm just in the middle of treatment. And did you know that you cannot be cancer-free until you've not had cancer for 5 years? So they do this new thing called no evidence of disease detected. Yeah. And some of you may have the questions like, hey, you remember how you told us in the very beginning you had stage 2 cancer? Do you have like a higher stage cancer? I don't know the answer to that. I'm going to find out because I didn't even think about asking that question until my brother came over. And then I talked to Shannon this morning. She had the same questions that my brother had. And my mom was thinking it. My dad was thinking it. My other mom was thinking it. My other dad was probably thinking it. Brothers are all thinking it. But nobody really said anything because they were like, what? Because we kind of had a goalpost, as we put it. I was calling it milestones. Goalpost got moved another 100 yards. But I am honestly trying to do okay. I'm very sore still on my left side, but it's really bruised. And I watched a video of what the doctors do when they do a mastectomy. Oh, don't watch that video. It is no wonder that I'm in pain. The plastic surgeon's nurse was like, you don't have to wear a bra. I'm like, what? I don't want these things moving around. They hurt. It's like cinder blocks in there rubbing up against soft skin. It's not nice. Don't like it. So, yeah, I wear a bra every day. Thank you, Meredith, for the ones that I got off Amazon. And I am not trying to lay around and be depressed. Got no time for that. I mean, I have bad days. Who doesn't have a bad day? But I did get up, put makeup on today. So, I mean, there you have it. This is the update. Sore, black and blue, not walking 3 miles a day, walking a mile a day about 3 times a week. But I'm going to get better. It's just really hard. When I hold my arm down like this, it just rubs when I'm walking. That's not fun. So I carry a pillow sometimes, and that definitely helps buffer. I'm still sleeping in that giant U-shaped pillow in our bed, which is so helpful. Rob is amazing. In case I haven't done a shout out to him, he's just, whew, man, I tell you what, that for better or for worse, the vows that you say, that this is really the serious for better or worse. And he's been amazing. He's so amazing. And I really have an amazing family and friends, and I'm really happy to be alive. And I'm going to, continue to be alive because I have no plans of going anywhere because I have a great life, even if this crap sucks. And I'm real frustrated, but, I got to do what I got to do. I just got to get healthy. So the next thing on the list is the radiation. And again, that won't start for a couple of weeks. Right now, I am still trying to heal. The driving is hard. I did it for the first time on Thursday when I went to go get my eyebrows done. Can you see how I don't have makeup all the way up there? I don't know if you can tell. I have to wear, Kimberly in the very beginning gave me this like buffer on my seatbelt, and I wore that, but just using my left arm. Ugh. Still not supposed to be carrying anything over 5 pounds. Which is fine. I tried to carry Halloween candy yesterday. It wasn't great. And a big old block of cheese. Wasn't easy. But again, I have amazing family, and I have them everywhere. I have them in Maryland, in Pennsylvania, in Florida, in Hawaii, and Georgia. And I'm going to be okay. I'm just have days. But I hadn't done a video in a while. Wanted to give you guys an update. Don't fret. I'm still trying to digest. I'm hopefully going to have more information when I have my next appointment because I'm going to take questions. And that's it for now. I just want to thank you guys. Happy Halloween the day after. And Veterans Day is coming up. And I always love to say thank you for our first responders, and thank you to our military. And I love you guys for everything that you do for me. And thank you for supporting Team JJ Strong and Warrior Jen and every breast cancer survivor and fighter out there. So love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.